Stay with me as we check out New Hampshire's ice castles. Ever since I moved to New Hampshire, I have been wanting to go to ice castles, and I've finally done it. So I'm going to take you there, and I'm going to share some very beautiful footage I got. But understand, I wanted you to see the lights and the colors. So some of the footage is pretty dark, so you can see the contrast of the silhouettes against the beautiful, beautiful lit up ice. So let me take you there now. Ice Castles was founded in 2011 by a man named Brent Christensen. What happened is this dad wanted to make an ice castle for his kids, and he made like a backyard version of the ice castle. And so what happened was that everybody in the neighborhood really loved this thing, and they started coming, and it eventually rolled into a business. There's actually 6 locations of ice castles, and I'm visiting the one in New Hampshire. Some are in Canada, and they're mostly along the north border. You can find it on their website where the locations are if you want to go to one near you. What's cool is they have all these things to do. It's not just beautiful. There's like, you see here, there's some slides that they made for kids, which, you know, everybody, if you notice, is like in snowsuits because it was very, very cold. And this here was a toboggan run. So it's like a long run, this blinky thing. You can tell, I think it was probably about maybe 60, 70 feet. And the whole thing's made of ice. You can actually be encased by glowing ice. And here's a view of someone coming out of it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was definitely the main attraction as far as the longest line. Now, what they do is they stagger tickets on this, so it's not completely crowded and over the top, but there are definitely people there. They also have, of course, selfie areas. You can take a good look there. The lines were both too long for me to do that because it was a little too cold the day I went. It was under 0 with the wind chill. And they had a sculpture garden, which was really pretty. So this was where it was a little more private. You could get away from people at the sculpture garden, and they lit them up. I really appreciate ice sculpture. I know how hard it is to do. It's very, very impressive, and I always enjoy ice sculpture gardens. Now, if you have kids, there's also lots of things to explore. Like there's little tunnels and places you can crawl around and go through the lit up ice everywhere. There's all these like nooks and crannies, and there are complete caverns and caves you can walk in where you're totally surrounded. And here's kind of a view where, you know, there's just multiple ways to go in this ice cave. And even in the ice cave, there's little corners where people can like slip through and hide, you know. It's just a lot of fun to explore. What was really cool were these stalactites. It looks just like the way stone ones do in a cave. I guess it's the same kind of formation. I don't know how they make them, but it was really neat. I felt like I was in Luray Caverns. Anyway, they also have large open courtyards if you're a little claustrophobic, and you can watch the beautiful lights change through the ice. It's really neat. And remember that it's very weather dependent. You know, if you buy the ticket, you're pretty much going. And of course, it has to be cold because the whole thing's made of ice. So just be aware. The last thing when you're leaving is they had a beautiful little fountain hidden away. This thing's actually pretty big. It's probably 15 feet or so. And to me, it looked like an old geyser, you know, like a volcano. It was really neat. So that's the only liquid water I found. And lastly, of course, is a souvenir shop, because most tourist places have some sort of, you know, tourist trap souvenir shop. But it's nice to get out of the cold when you finish. You can hang out there. Here's just a little more information from their website. If you're thinking about going, get an idea what the tickets cost here. You'll also notice they're closed Monday and Sunday. And you have to book your ticket online ahead because they sell out pretty quick. I think they were sold out about a week ahead when I did my tickets. They also close in the beginning of March, I think. It's a very short window. They're only open 2 or 3 months, and then that's it. So if you miss it, you miss it until the following year. So I wouldn't wait. Definitely worth going to. It's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you get a chance, it's not too late. I think they're open for another week or two. Hustle over and get a ticket. And if not, you're probably watching this next year, so hopefully you check it out, because it is really beautiful and a lot of fun. But dress warm. Dress really, really warm. It was freezing when I went. But, you know, it is an ice castle, so there you go. As always, I really appreciate you want to check out my other stories, and if you're going to buy anything on Amazon, it helps support the channel if you'll go through the link in the description. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you.